Hey, you. Talking to you. Are you tired? Need a space to vent? Well, then get ready for the rally. Welcome to the anal margin. Ah.
That's a trick I learned on editing.
.com.
Yeah, dude. Watching YouTube videos of how to create a podcast.
Welcome back to our podcast.
I learned how to do this on YouTube.
I watched a podcast on how to start a podcast.
I watched 78 videos on how to do this. And here we are. I'm inside fat with a sweater on, wearing prescription sunglasses inside. And you have a t-shirt on. Are you not cold?
I'm freezing.
How am I fat and freezing and you're skinny and not?
I just said I'm freezing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. I haven't woken up from my slumber.
I'm in your ears right now. How do you not hear that?
I know. All I hear is just percussion of this fucking sound.
Welcome back to the anal margin.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back, man.
Welcome back to the anal probers.
The dedicated ass cancer slayers. Trying to cut out all the ass cancers, dude.
Well,
We got two of them.
we'll get them.
We got two. I apologize for, I have to figure something out. I didn't realize when I drew that I did literally cover Arizona in Southern California. So we'll have to get, I'll have to like hand draw its own thing. Like I'll make Arizona its own state and I'll just stick it on there.
Just print out a picture of Arizona.
We should, dude. Just that's not a bad idea. And then the stars are super big, and I'm sorry because we have Amazon Prime, and we're not getting our stuff. So we ordered all these pens, dude, and we had to take sticky notes and trace a star and cut it out and stick it on there.
I got a question.
What
What about Alaska and Hawaii?
Oh, I know. Shit.
You gotta put them somewhere. Oh, we'll wait till it comes. Right?
I guess you learn as you go.
Yeah. They didn't say that in the YouTube video.
I drew that.
Oh.
I hand drew that out of my brain. That actually is what I drew. And that's trademark, so suck it. So I know I got to get Hawaii on there. Dang it, I'm sorry. The chains.
Oh, I love Hawaii.
I was not. Poor Hawaii, dude. They're always excluded.
They don't want to be here anyway.
They don't anyway, dude. So you know what? If you guys want to remain independent, that's what you fight for. Go ahead. I won't put you on
Somebody from Hawaii is going to call in about the 48.
They're all low.
All these tourists.
I'm like, oh, man, dude. I know. I didn't think about that. Dang it. Learn as you go. Arizona, I'm sorry. And SoCal, I'm sorry, too. Well, I'm not sorry for California.
Screw you, California.
Yeah, you can suck a big fat one.
How was your week? Let's get to it.
It sucked.
Did it?
It did.
Welcome to the club.
My week was bad, dude. I had a bad week. I had a bad couple days. We had to go for a job walk in the middle of the Mojave Desert, dude.
You walk?
No, I don't walk. I waddle. I'm driven. So my big ass is in the back of an extra cab Chevy Silverado. All 243 pounds of madness.
Oh.
And then there was my buddy in the front. It was a 6'4" brother. Cool as shit, dude. Boy's cooler than shit, man. And then he's in the front, dude. So his big old legs are smashed up into the dashboard in the glove compartment. Like if you had to get insurance out of the glove compartment, you weren't getting it.
Sir, please step out of the vehicle.
Dude, if that airbag went off, that's what we told him too. Like, bro, we don't even know what's going to happen if this airbag comes out.
It just won't open?
It just won't even open, dude. His boots are... Dude, he's got like a 24 boot.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the racist Texan, which was the driver, my boy. So we got two white boys and brother in the front seat, dude, just getting accosted.
Just thrown around.
Yeah, through 67 miles of fire roads through the Mojave Desert.
Did you see anything cool out there?
Yeah, I saw a guy with. So we named all these people, and then the biologist who makes you look for turtles underneath your truck every time you move. We named him the pedophiler. And number 2 was one of the engineers for a different company. He looked just like Data from the Goonies, an adult version of Data.
Oh, like he grew up.
Yeah, so it looks like Doppelganger. It was a Doppelganger of Data, dude. So I was calling him Data, and he didn't even get it.
He doesn't even know.
Doesn't even know. And then
He's all trying to look down at his data sheets like, yes, it's there.
It's construction manager. I named him No Neck Ed, dude, because he looked just like No Neck Ed. And he had a toothpick. He was all dirty looking, and he had a toothpick. So his job walk was for 2 days, and we spent 20-something hours driving through the Mojave Desert on fire roads. And this guy, the pedophiler, the biologist, wore the same clothes. You know how those guys are, dude. Those freaking save the planet cats, dude.
Yeah.
So if you were in any kind of construction in the middle of somewhere,
In the middle of the desert.
yeah, in the middle of the desert, you're gonna have a biologist, and you're gonna have engineers, and the biologists, they explain about tortoises and turtles and all this crap.
Yeah. Did you know that if you scare a desert turtle, tortoise, whatever it is, and it pees itself, it will die?
How do you know that? Boom.
Because I heard it from a biologist.
If it pees itself?
If it pees itself, because they hold water for months at a time.
Yeah.
So if it pisses itself, it will die. That's it. It's all of its water's gone.
Oh no! And so you came up on it real quick and spooked it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they get biologists get mad.
Well, yeah, that's what this guy was. We had to do every time we get out. So we had to stop in these segments. It was 67 miles long from one end to the other of the job, but the combined locations were 15 miles worth of work that we're doing, but spread out up between 67 miles. So we stopped. I think there's 49 locations that we had to stop at, and every time you got to get out and you got to look underneath your truck and your tires.
Yeah.
And then you go stand in the middle of a group in the desert.
You gotta do a walk around. You have a biologist taking pictures of you.
Yeah, so listening to Ed and Data and the pedophile talk about nonsense that was irrelevant to anything.
Pedophiler.
He was a pedophile, dude. And he had a camper on the back of his Toyota Tundra.
Like a camper shell?
No,
or
a camper. Like a camper.
Like a bed in
Yeah.
there too.
Those drop-in campers.
Oh.
Dude, he wore the same. You know you guys are those biologists, dude. You wear those hats and those thin hoodies, dude.
So nice.
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. So he's got 100 degrees, and he's got this on, right? But the real thin, breathable material, and it's always it's like an olive color.
Oh.
It's not like military green, right? Like drab green.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's olive. Like,
yeah.
So he's got an olive hat on with just pure sweat stains.
Ew.
His hoodie, that's real silky smooth.
Ugh.
And he's got olive. His safety vest needed to be replaced, but it almost matched his olive, dude. And then his pants were like a real nasty beige, almost olive color.
Yes.
And they always wear the same boots too, like these gay hiking shoes.
Yeah, like the weird lace ups.
Yeah, those brown shoes, dude. And he's got this gut and some moobies. Bald white guy talking about tortoises, dude, for 2 days.
That's all they care about too. It's like,
yeah, but he was the one in the front because he's got to drive the locations. He knows all the locations.
yeah, where every single turtle is.
Yeah, well, where the spots in the line are.
Oh.
So he was the leader of the pack. Data was in a lifted Lexus SUV with a ladder rack on it.
Typical.
Yeah. And then we were third in a Chevy Rado with two whiteys stuck with my brother. I won't say his name. With my big brother. And behind us was Big Ed, who worked for that company Data worked for.
Mm-hmm.
And then the contractor, the main general, was in 3 cars behind us. So we convoyed. Horrible, dude. Horrible, man. And then we have this new hire. Well, we have this new guy.
Yes.
that wants a job.
Ooh.
And before we recap, we'll talk about Ms. Lynn
Okay.
from the last one.
Yes.
But before I do, we'll get.
Okay.
You asked me about my day. That was nice.
I'm trying to care.
I know. And then we had this new hire the whole entire time, dude. So I had no fun reception. And then this new guy that, ex-felon, drug addict.
Most of construction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. And they always turn biblical. They always got to repent, dude.
His heart grows back.
Yeah. So you always have a drug addict who freaking turns to the Bible after it all fails.
I used to work with one of those, and I got him to curse again.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he's showing me something. I was like, just say it. He's like, say what? And I was like, just say it. And he goes, what? And I go, the F word. And he says it too.
Oh, he does.
And he's like, I need to repent. I feel bad. I'm going to church tonight.
Let me write this down when I get in my car.
I kind of felt bad after it.
He's all texting his pastor.
He's like, how do I get away from the sin?
I'm so sorry for what I've tried so hard and took so long to get here. That's how this guy was, dude. Total gangster. And drug addict.
Yes.
In the trade that we all work in, of course.
Yeah. Yes.
And it was religious.
Okay.
And this guy, between the 2 days of hell, running work on top of it, this guy was calling every 10 minutes about a job because he wasn't working.
Uh-huh.
So he's trying to get a job here. And then he calls, hey, how you doing? This is the Friday before the job walk on Monday from hell.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, hey, what's going on? Oh, I want to try to apply to your company, and I've been praying really, really, really hard that I'm going to get back in this trade, but I'm not working.
Oh.
And I go, oh, you don't work in this trade right now? He goes, no. So I knew where he worked before because I asked him where he worked. And then he's like, came from here and here. And I go, oh, yeah. I know. We all came from there.
It's the
hub. It's like the dirty sorority house. And then I'm like, all right. And he goes, well, I'm not working. And I go, well, that's a bummer. He's like, so, just, it's a bad time for a lot of people right now. You're in a recession.
Yeah, it's hard times.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, well, let me do this. I got a job walk Monday and Tuesday. No one's going to be around in the office. Okay. Well, can I get a job with you? And I go, that's not how that works. You got to do the application process. You got to take your drug test. You got to do
Interview.
Yeah, I can do on-site interview. All that came up later. I'll tell you that story. And then I'm like, all right, man, whatever, dude. Look, I'll be back in my office next week after this job walk, maybe Monday or Tuesday. I was hoping that job walk would go quick. Well, it didn't turn out that way. So he kept texting Monday. So we had no reception. And every time we stop and I get reception, his text would come through. Bing! And he'd be like, Mr. Wang. It was, I want to thank you for this opportunity. Are we going to be able to meet today? And I'm like, no. I'm not even anywhere. I'm in middle of Mojave, right next to Arizona. I'm 300 miles from my office, dude. And just in a foul mood,
Yeah.
And I go, I won't be around. Okay. Well, I'm praying that this is going to work out. And I'm like, good for you. So I'm like, why are you calling me, dude? Call somebody else in there. And then we drive all day long. This was happening. So I get back and I'm driving back. I went home and he calls. And I answered it out of the 30 other phone calls on the way home. I'm like, what's going on, bud? Okay, are we meeting tomorrow? No, we got to come back here. Okay, well, I can go back to my other job that I've been sitting at home for 2 weeks for. But I really need to work because I have child support payments. I'm like, oh, God, typical.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Like, all right, typical. I go, that's not my problem.
He's not even hired, and he's making his problems your problems.
Oh, yeah, not even I go, that's not my problem. And he goes, this will be great for us. And I'm like, what are you talking about, great for us, dude? And he goes, well, hey, but I teach Bible school on Sunday, so I can't work weekends or nights on the weekends. I go, well, that's where a lot of our civil work's at.
Yeah.
That's like the trade, bro. So now you can't work weekends and you want a new job, but you're not working. But now you already got this precursor word. Great. So here's a red flag. Okay. I don't know what to say, man. I go, I'm busy right now. I'm doing phone calls, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, well, this will be beneficial for you to have me in your company. And I'm like,
what?
I don't even know who you are. And why would it be beneficial for me? He goes, do you believe in God? I go, I believe in something, but don't push this on me, and nor in the workplace. You don't do that.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to get into that. I go, but you brought it up and you wanted to get into it. Don't push that on anybody in here. And he's like, oh, okay, understood. But it's beneficial that because you'll have an employee in there that prays for you every day.
See, there's a problem with that. Everybody has their own beliefs. I have beliefs, but it's not cool to push it on people. If you tell somebody, hey, do you believe in God? And they say, yes, but I don't want to be harassed by it. Let it go.
Yeah, drop it.
Yeah.
Don't put your shit on me.
Yeah. Everybody's got their own beliefs.
Oh, God. I stopped that right away. Because I'm like, you can't do that in the workplace, dude. You can't sit up here and preach and push this. It's
Makes people feel uncomfortable.
yeah, bottom line, dude. Sorry. And he's like, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I go, so dude, internally, I'm busted up like, I need someone to pray for me, dude. So maybe I should hire this guy. He prays for me.
Hire him in hope.
Please, God. You see this? This is all I have, dude, to work with, bro. My nickname is the damn Wang, for crying out loud, dude. I don't feel good. I think I suffer from a hint of alcoholism. So, that was me internally thinking that too. I'm like, God, maybe we should hire this guy so this comes to fruition.
Maybe it's a sign.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm doing the bossy thing. Like, nope, knock it off. Anyway, he goes, yeah. I goes, let's not do that, but I'll be back in whenever. Let's try Wednesday, bro. Because I got things to do, man. And he's like, okay. Then he hangs up the phone and texts me, hey, I have it on my phone.
Oh, we're pulling up facts.
I'm pulling up facts. Yeah, we're fact checking.
We got the Wang on the phone.
We're like CNN right now. I'm actually fact checking. So I'm not paraphrasing.
This is real life here.
Let me find this guy. Oh, here he is. Okay, here. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this was the phone calls, right? There was probably, since that Friday, Monday, now this is Tuesday.
Yes.
There has literally been 15 phone calls from this guy. So he's harassing the owner of a company. We had other people that deal with this. I don't even know how he got my number. And I'm just like, I don't deal with this, blah, 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 right? Don't call me. And but he kept calling. And so this this was the text. So after that phone call, he texted me this. Mr. Wang, I want to be totally honest and transparent with you. I'm involved in my walk with God and have responsibility at my church. Every other Friday, I teach a Bible study, and Sunday, I teach young kids. Delicioso. Oh. At my church. Can you honor me those days so I can keep faithful in these commitments? I'm not asked. So that was one text. Mm-hmm. He sends, I hate when people break texts up like that.
Okay.
Like they text you, then they text you again. They text you. Like dude, put it in a damn thing.
Like they forgot something.
Yeah, man. And that's okay to do it, but it's like, so this guy's notorious for this.
Yes.
Like it's, I have another thought.
Yeah.
I type it in. I'm not asking for days off. Just keep me so where I can make it to the days I'm committed to my church.
Sundays are for double time, buddy.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? So I put, are you requesting Friday, the days itself, off?
He's like, is but isn't.
Yeah.
At the same time.
No response, dude. And then not even a response. So I'm like, maybe he got it. You know what I mean?
You know what, though? Good for him, because he's probably a lot happier than you are.
Oh, no, he's miserable because he keeps harassing me.
Oh.
Yeah, so I go, whatever. So he calls back. He goes, no, I do this. He calls back. So phone call in the truck.
Okay.
After that phone call, 2 texts come through. I respond back, and then he calls. I'm like, oh, my God, dude, I have other things to do. Nobody else will put up with this crap. So now I'm like, all right, I'm just going to make a point. So he calls. I'm like, dude, I told you I have phone calls to make. I'm on my way home from work. I got emails to respond to, people to talk to. Oh, no, I'm not asking for the Friday off. I go, you just said it in your text. He goes, well, I do it at night. I go, so every other Friday at night? He goes, yeah, at 7 p.m. Would you honor this with me so I can keep my commitment and walk in this religious experience I'm going through. And I'm like, once again, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not going to hear it, dude. And he's like, oh, that's right. And so he forgot what he was talking about, dude. Where I told him the phone call before, don't bring that shit in here.
Yes.
You know, so you're not making yourself look too good, buddy.
I'll be honored to not interview you.
Yeah. So, and nobody else will put up with this, dude. No one deals with this crap. I'm sure they do, but I don't know. It's me, apparently.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't do this. So he's like, okay. I go, be in the yard tomorrow. I'll meet you. Well, when can I start?
Interview.
Yeah, we have an interview. We got all these protocols. You got to go take a pee test. We got all these things we got to put. It's paperwork time, dude.
Yeah.
It's just all, pre-employment here. It takes like a week or so to get it going. Oh, okay. So I meet him in the yard. And then I'm on my way to work and I'm running late. Because it's my work. It's because I own it. And I could be late if I want to.
You can do whatever you want.
I own the joint. So, dude, I'm like, all right. So he calls, and I'm running a little late, but I'm getting there on time. And he's like an hour early to this thing. Well, hey, he was in the next building over.
Oh,
He calls and goes, hey, is this your address? And I'm like, where are you? And he reads, I go, that's the office next door. Like, that's the whole other 5 acres over, bro. You're in somebody else's deal. And he's all, oh, okay, so what one do I go to? Where I sent you the address. And I go, oh, he goes, oh, okay, yeah, I have it here. Yeah, because I sent it to you. So if you would follow the map on your phone, it would have taken you there. You are here.
you are here.
Pay attention to that. So I get in there, dude, and he's just in there in his car. So I didn't get to go in. I'm like, oh, he's going to attack me before I go in. And I knew it was him because one of our yard guys called and go, hey, man, that's him right there. He's just been sitting there. And I'm like, oh, he's going to come out with a Bible, dude, and wave it at me. Come here, you.
He's going to throw one of those little Bibles in your truck on your way out.
A sticker. Go with God. Just like a high five sticker on my window, dude. Go with God. And I'm like, dude.
At ease.
Yeah, I was, sure. Dude. I get out, bro, and he just comes right up. I'm like, oh, here we go. So this interview was an hour. And then I'm looking at him, and total gangster, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Gangstered out. Which, I'm down to do whatever. As long as you work and do your job.
Do a good job.
I don't care if you're yellow with a fucking horn coming out of your head, dude. So I'm like, all right. Whatever, right? Nice guy. But it was just, yeah, I got to get back to work. I haven't worked in 2 weeks. There's no work going on right now. Like, yeah, it's tough for a lot of people. We got these jobs coming up, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, well, when can I start? And I go, you haven't even made it halfway to the interview yet, dude. So give you a second. And that's still undetermined, dude.
Yeah.
So, and this isn't how it works. You just don't go hop in this big piece of equipment that costs a lot of money. We got to wait for the paperwork to go through, your drug test to come back. We put you on a probationary period for 90 days, and you go with another guy that's been here seniority for a while, and he shadows you. Oh, well, I've done all this before. And I said, well, that's great. So we're going to make sure that you've done all this before. I'm just going to take your word for it.
You ever lied on an interview before?
Dude, I was an ex-senator.
I am 12.
And I'm a biologist on the weekends. And I created E equals MC squared.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Surprise. The theory of relativity. So I'm like, that's not how it works, man. Oh, okay. Okay, so I can start tomorrow. Jesus, dude. I go, bro, this guy's 47 years old.
Oh.
47. And he brings up this child support thing, and I go, not my problem. Your personal problems are not my problem. He's like, oh, okay.
Just go to work.
Yeah, just shut up and go to work, and don't push your religion or your baggage onto other people.
Yeah.
That's how you make friends, bro.
Yeah.
Come over here all toxic. Yeah. It's like, all right, go down here. We'll get this set up. And I'm looking at him. He's got these tattoos on his finger. And I go, oh, where'd you come from? He's like, oh, Southern California. I won't name where he's from.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, man, I did all these gangs and drugs, and I was a real hardcore drug addict for a long time. I go, I could tell. So I'm like, I can tell, dude.
It shows.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm just trying to do good. My son's 19. My youngest daughter will be turning 18 in June, so the child support stops. He goes on about how much money he pays every week, and I go, I don't want to hear it. I don't give a shit, dude. He's like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, so, okay, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to do this and take this test, right? And I go, okay. So this was an hour, and damn, I don't even have that long to discuss what went on. So he takes off, and I'm doing my thing, and I get back in the truck. I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm going home, dude. I'm done. And then I get in the car, and I'm driving back, and he calls, okay, I'm done with my drug test. I'm like, dude.
Okay,
dude, good for you, bro. Hold tight.
We gotta wait for the results.
Hold tight, buddy. He's like, okay, I'm gonna start tomorrow. Dude, that whole day was like a 3-day or a 3 more phone call deal. What? And I'm just like, dude, I'm trying to be polite. Dude, I'm busy right now. When I'm done with you or with other people, I'll call you back. And let's just wait for what to go on, and we'll let you know when the results come back in. We'll take the next step to the hiring process, dude. So now I'm being harassed and accosted by a 47-year-old preacher. 47-year-old preacher, dude.
Aw.
And then this is yesterday. This is yesterday. He called. I didn't answer it. He texted me.
Oh, we're bringing up the facts
Bring up
again.
the facts here again.
Oh.
Okay.
Mr. Wang.
Yeah, so this. Oh, I'm sorry. So this was yesterday, the end of the week. So he goes, "Good afternoon, Mr. Wang. just checking in for Monday. If you're going to work me, if not, I'm going to have to go back to. I won't say the name of the company. I can't afford to lose more days." And I put, "I don't know yet. We cannot do anything until there's a certain word for the paperwork. I'm not going to say it. Paperwork comes back cleared. The wait time is on them, not us." And he texts back, you can't use me to do laborer work," which we don't do labor work. "Work in the meantime. I'm between a rock and a hard place here. ... Need to get some income this week. ... Unless I go back to blank the company until you're ready for me. I apologize for all this."
What?
I didn't respond to him, dude.
Go buy a lottery ticket.
Go buy some faith. So, yeah, dude, got accosted by that guy for all week. Plus a shitty ass job walk. That was horrible. So I've had a bad week, dude.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I've had a bad freaking week, dude. I didn't sleep. And what'd you do all week? Did you surf around?
I did surf a little bit.
Yeah.
Surf some job applications.
Did you? Surfed on the web for a new employer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can fake it till you make it. The best raise is a new job. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I don't know. My week wasn't amazing. My boss left for half the week, so
Kudos.
great time.
When the boss is away.
The mice actually work.
Yeah, we get stuff done.
When we're not getting harassed by the boss, we actually get to do what we're told.
I was standing over you. Like, what are you doing? What are you not doing?
Yeah, that was about it. I mean,
That's it.
yeah, I didn't do nothing crazy. Didn't really have that hard of a time.
Just surfed and smoked weed.
Oh, I wish. I'd like to start smoking weed.
I can't smoke that shit. Dude.
No, it freaks me out. You get all paranoid. If
Yeah.
I smoke weed, I will see your mouth move, and then like 10 seconds later, the words come into my ears.
That's a delayed reaction.
Yeah, so I'll like watch you talk, doze off, and then I hear it in my head, and I feel like I'm tweaking.
All fucking third person, dude. I stood outside my own body and watched myself.
I just want to smoke weed, watch a scary movie.
Oh, I can't do that stuff, dude. Me and the old lady, I haven't smoked pot since I was 18 or 19.
Dang.
It's been a while
Since I smoked pot.
Dude, I remember like back in the days, dude, in high school, I took my driver's test high. I smoked weed down south, dude, all the time. You go to school high.
Take your driver's license picture high so when you get pulled
just
over.
thumbs up, coach.
I passed. I am now licensed.
It's official. That guy's cool as shit. I want to hang out with that dude, bro. Oh, little sweetheart. It's official. He's all excited. I was just like, yes, yep.
This license don't change the fact that I was driving 5 years before I got it.
I drove here with no license to take the test, dude. And I'm high doing it, bro.
Your driving instructor's like, why does it smell like that in here?
I'm sorry, there's a certain persona that I give off when I'm nervous.
Why is there a pound of white powder under my chair?
You know. I'm just here to drive, man. Let's go. Enough talking.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah, I might as well just sign it now. I go, have you ever driven backwards before? Super fast around the town. He's like, what? I go, I'm just joking, dude.
My driver's test, I got 1 point taken off because pulling out of the parking lot, he told me to go left, and I started going right and then corrected it, and he knocked me a point off that.
Oh, you got nervous, huh?
I got a little scared.
You had your right blinker on, turning right. You're supposed to go left. I'm sorry, sir. I read right to left.
And I did mine sober.
Yeah, I live in a neighborhood where it's all right turns. Stop sign, right. Cul-de-sac, right. Driveway's right. 7-Eleven's on your right. Dude, I smoked a shitload of weed back in the days, dude. And then you know what was weird? We were all growing up. Like cron wasn't a thing. It was all the swag.
Oh,
So you're, pulling seeds out of the bag. And you hit that little pipe and it just goes, pop! Burn, my eyebrow. That's how it was back then, dude. So then when that stuff was coming out, I remember the guy we knew who was up in Long Beach State. And then he was like the king, because he brought all that stuff down, right, down south. And then we're like, oh, no way. This is the new and improved stuff, huh? I was like, whatever you'd buy grandma weed for. Like,
shit ain't going to pop back at me.
no, there was nothing popping. And then so you started smoking that stuff, which is super good. But as time was going forward, 30-something years ago, 35 years ago, it was 35 years ago, you'd be like, God damn, it's getting stronger and stronger. The more paranoid you'd get.
So, you smoke that shit now, you probably fall back, die.
It's like, this is probably a couple months ago.
Allegedly.
Yeah, all the stress from work, and drinking don't help either.
No.
And being depressed. And then I had a buddy that goes, dude, I take those gummy things. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I take whatever milligrams those are, and I relax. I'm enjoying a movie. It's one of those guys who I eat a meal. Oh, instead of like I gotta go eat. He's like, so I had a good meal, and then I had I watched a movie, and then I went inside and ate a gallon of ice cream, and I went to bed. I go, but he does this every night.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, that's cool, dude. And he's like, you should try some. And then I'm like, no. And what scared me, dude, I knew another buddy who same thing, dude, hadn't done it forever. Mm-hmm. And then his wife, this was like a Friday, his wife was taking the kids, but her parents lived down the street. Yeah. So she was taking the kids, they were going to go hang out at the parents' house for the weekend. Yeah. That's what's just type of family they were. So he was home by himself. Ooh. So he goes, cool, man. So he got home and he was vacuuming. He cleaned up the house, vacuumed, scrubbed the baseboards. And he was like, oh, I got some of those edibles. And then he goes and I think she was coming back on Sunday. They left Friday night. Takes off. He's home by himself, dicking around the garage or something. Yeah. And then he chews one, and then whatever. Sunday, I talked to him, and I go, "Hey, how'd it go, man?" And he's like, "Bro." So he goes, right before my wife left, we went grocery shopping, and I got all our cereal for the kids we put on top of the fridge. Yeah. So it was all brand new cereal, and it's cleaning the house, doing whatever. And he goes, I took one of those things, dude, and I didn't feel it. Took another one. Oh. And then I ended up in the kitchen. Oh. He's also, I don't know what time it was. And then I'm staring at the refrigerator, not knowing what this thing is. I didn't know what it was. What? And then he goes, then I couldn't figure out how to get into this thing. What? And then then after a while, he's all, I don't even know how long I was standing there for. What? And then he goes, then I forgot how to breathe. What? No, what? Dude, yeah, it sounds like something I want to take, bro. What? And then he goes, dude, I have no idea how long I was in that kitchen for. What? And I couldn't remember how to breathe or what the refrigerator was.
It was just a big old object in this way.
I'm picturing my buddy sitting in his kitchen just staring at the fridge for 6 hours, bro. So the moral and compass here, he goes to bed, dude. Doesn't even know how he got into his bed. And then his wife comes home And he comes downstairs. And she's like, what did you? He goes, God, I took one of those gummy things. And so she goes to grab the cereal. He ate all 4 boxes of the cereal. Yeah. And then dude, there was 4 gigantic cereal bowls, dude, that were in the dishwasher. So he goes, what are you talking about? So all this was clean before I left, dude. And he's like, what? So he goes, I must have took 1 box, dumped it in the bowl and ate it. And then put my bowl in the dishwasher, grabbed another bowl. So each cereal box had its own bowl. So he ate 4 cereal boxes with 4 bowls, had no recollection he did it. And then the cool thing was he goes, dude, I cleaned up after myself. And then went to bed, dude.
How does that fit in somebody?
So that was like this. I was like, I'm not going to try that stuff. Then time goes forward. It's like a couple months back. Me and my wife are all stressed out all the time, dude, for work. And they're like, I'm tired of this shit. And so we come up with this, oh, what'd you break?
My hand.
Oh, that's okay. You can't paddle out.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Can't paddle out and get your sets. Just paddle out in circles, dude, in the ocean. I got to catch this fucking left break.
You can only go left now.
Lives on the right-hand side of the street, dude. Now he has to go left on the surfboard. So we go, oh, hey, you want to... We were talking about it for weeks. Let's do this. Let's do that. So finally she's like, all right, let's go try it. Let's see what happens. So for me, I'm like, I just want something to eat. It's like an edible.
Yeah.
Just so I want to be what my buddy says. I want to sit on the couch and take a breath.
Down.
Yes. Just everything toxic's got to go for a day.
Yeah.
So we get in the car and we drive to one of these pot shops. We get in there, dude. I never even been into one. Neither has she ever. And then we pull up and we're sitting in the parking lot like, are you ready?
All scared.
Yeah, we were like, we're going to get in trouble, dude. Back in the day, we bought illegal drugs.
Now it's all legal and you feel weird doing it?
In parking lots, we used to meet people. In dark alleyways.
Ooh.
And, with a pager. Like, all right, I'm going to call this guy back. Yeah, we were sitting in the parking lot like 2 criminals, dude. Like, oh. And it was broad daylight.
What?
And we're sophisticated folk here.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's what they told me. And then we're like, man, if somebody I know watches me, I'm a loser, or something. So it's like we're getting ready to rob a bank, dude. Like, should we do this?
You're all looking behind you.
Oh,
like,
we were.
Cops.
All feeling weird, like I'm doing drugs with my wife.
We're gonna get set up right now.
It's weird, dude. Like, oh, this is kind of. So I felt all weird and creepy. So for like 20 minutes in the car, dude, and we're like, all right, let's go. And then we just braved up, did it, dude. I little wanged up, and we went in. And then we go in, and this is this room, dude. And this there was a room, shut the door, guy at the counter, bulletproof glass.
Oh,
and he's like, "How you doing?" We're all fine. Like, we don't even know what to even ask, and we're just in this entry room. Like, where's the stuff?
You got the stuff? No shit, we got the stuff.
I'm looking for a slot or a hole in the door, dude, where I get it. But he goes, "Hey,
like a glory hole."
Yeah, dude, just I'll look it in there, just what's in there, because I can't see. What's in there? Whack! So, dude, he goes, I need your driver's license. So I'm all paranoid, like, fuck you need my driver's license for? I don't want to be in the system, dude.
Are you a cop?
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? So we didn't know. And I'm looking at her, she looking at me, and she just flops her license out. And I'm like, why am I giving this goddamn guy my driver's license? I don't even know if that's normal. And then I'm like, okay, I'm from here.
Like buying alcohol.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do I look over age? And he's like, well, I need your license. Like, totally normal. And I was so confused, like, oh, I don't want to give you my license. He's like, you're not getting in there until I get that. So I hired, dude. So I handed it to him. Now I'm like, great, I'm in the system.
Everybody knows. It's
Everyone
online.
knows. I'm on some government fucking watch list, dude.
Is you're talking about it on a podcast?
Yeah. So he gives, there you go. So he gives it back, and then we go in this room, and there's like this big lounge. There's this huge lounge, and there's nobody in it but loud music.
Oh.
And it's where they hang out and get high.
Oh, it's like a lounge. Like they're all in there.
Yeah, but there's no one in there. But I didn't know it because there's couches.
Like a hookah bar?
Yeah, it was a bar.
Oh.
And I'm like, what's going on here? So I'm totally new to this and old and don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't even know who I was. And then I'm like, all right.
Everybody's looking at you like, what's this old guy doing?
Yeah. So me and her, we go in. So we go into that room. Then we go into the main room where they sell the stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's like a gun store in here, dude. Everything's all locked up in glass cabinets and stuff. I'm like, what's going on? So this little chick comes up. Excuse me. This little girl comes up. And she's like 85 pounds with shit in her face.
Ugh.
Looking like catfish, dude. Straight up sterling silver all over her shit, dude. With this bullnose earring and this crap, dude. And I'm just looking at her. I mean, all these little dirty tattoos on her. I'm like, And then she's like, okay, what's going on? What do you need? And I go, listen, I haven't smoked pot in 35 years. This is what I'm going through. So I pour my heart out at her. I'm like, I'm real stressed out all day. So it's like the doctor. I have anxiety. So I go, dude, I'm in pain. My back hurts. I don't sleep. I work. So I'm literally telling her my life.
Well, you're trying to get it prescribed to you, but it's legal to buy.
It's like I'm buying a bag of Skittles, dude. And I go, I don't know what's what. I have a buddy that takes this. And then my wife's like, oh, look at that one. And look at this one. So she's the hippie girl, catfish. It goes, oh, well, this is that. This is this. This is, X amount of milligrams. I don't know. It's like, all right, whatever, dude. Just something small. I told you, 35 years.
Yes.
I don't want to be eating my kid's cereal and staring at the fridge and forgetting how to breathe. So we get some stuff and then we go around. So she orders it, whatever, on this little thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to another window. This is now the second window we had to go to. And then we paid for it, and then they gave it to us. And we walked back out through this hookah bar that nobody was in, but it's like a club. Music is just bumping. And we're like, there's no one in here. You got heartburn?
Oh, I think so.
Wanna
It's on
roll it?
fire right now. You got it. What are those things called? Pepto? You got a Pepto?
You want a Tums?
Oh, no.
Tums is... You want a Rolade?
No, I'll just deal with it.
Okay. You want to take a sip of water?
No, I'll just deal with it. It's fine.
We punch you in the throat?
No. I definitely don't want that.
We kick you in the throat?
No. Nothing that will hurt me anymore.
What if I kicked you in the chest and you burped that up?
We'll try it after hours.
Okay. I'll sit on you
Ooh.
and smoke. My legs crossed. My little skinny legs crossed.
Just right here.
Yeah, like, do you feel better?
Next cut is him just sitting on me right here.
With no shirt on. I'll make it super weird, awkward. To like, what's wrong with you? So when you go surfing, man, it's like acid reflux.
I like surfing.
Tell me more.
Surfing is my life.
So we go to this other window, and I don't remember what the guys. I think somebody said, "Hey, do you want to hang out?" And we're like, "Fucking, I don't even want to be here, dude."
Were you a cop?
I just saw show my driver's license, get out. Like, you can put that away. We already got it. I was like, "Oh, okay, I didn't know." It's like, we just go out, dude, get in the car, and we roll home, dude. And we get home. Now I'm all, we have drugs in our house. I'm like, dude, all right. So we got some smokables and then some edible things.
Yes.
So I'm going, this ain't nothing, dude. Man, back in the day, I used to kill it. So I go out in the backyard and take 2 fat hits off this pre-roll thing.
Uh-huh.
Just, bringing the early 90s back, dude. And I was like, oh,
This feels nice.
yeah. I'm like, all right. I think my wife took an edible.
Something.
She took something.
Yeah.
And
She did-
no. I think we smoked the thing together.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
We smoked it together. And then I took this
Scary.
big old fat hit, and then she took one. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. Took another one.
Like it's a cigarette?
Yeah, like a marble. And then about 20 minutes later, I'm like, well, I'm going to go in the garage and smoke a cigarette. So I hit the garage, dude. And I open up the third car door.
Yeah.
And I'm just chilling out in the garage. I'm smoking on the chair. And I'm like, I'm all looking around. I'm like, so same thing. You used like you turn your head.
Yeah.
And it took 10 seconds for whatever you were looking at to catch up.
Oh, I hate that feeling. It's like vertigo.
Yeah. Dude, so I'm looking out the garage door. And mind you, I'm by myself in my home I pay for in my garage that nobody can see in but me. But in our, I remember like our camera, we have our camera for the driveway.
Yeah.
So I'm all getting paranoid over the camera, dude. That's in our driveway. I was like, oh, this fucking camera watching me for it.
Somebody's in my backyard.
I'm like this piece of electronics that's spying on me, dude. I'm like, so I was acting all cool.
You're all like side-eyeing it.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, like, don't show no weakness to that camera, dude.
you're all like taking a smooth sip of your...
Yeah, just all... like I'm not doing anything wrong here. So now I'm getting paranoid in my security camera in my garage in my house. No one could look at it. So it was just for like the next hour, me and this camera, dude, like trying to be just don't give nothing that camera that it can use it against you, dude. High as fuck, dude. Right? Just high.
You want to get high?
So I think I took like 2 hits of that cigarette because I was so paranoid about the security camera. So I'm like, I'll try to sit because the camera's outside attached to the fence, which stares back at all the, the big 2-car and the 3-car door. And I'm sitting out there staring at this camera. And I'm just like, don't look at the fucking camera, dude. And I look down at my cigarette. I'm like, fuck, I'm high, dude. Because I think I only took 1 hit of that cigarette. So I'm trying to compose myself. You know what I mean? And then there must have been a half hour that went by, dude. So I put that cigarette in the ashtray, grabbed a new one.
This camera thinks I'm smoking joints right now.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, this camera's going to call the cops on me, bro. So I can smoke another one, dude. I'm like, all right, fuck. I'm fucking stoned. And then I get up, and then I'm like, garage in the fridge, right? I roll over to the garage. So I'm all nonchalant, grab a beer. Or make a cocktail. And then I don't think I had nothing to make a cocktail with. So I was sitting at the fridge doing that, like make a cocktail. I don't have nothing to make a cocktail
Just
with.
like your friend staring at the fridge.
But I'm talking to myself. Like, okay, the cocktail shit's in the house, but I'm outside. Like, don't fucking spook the camera. Because it's going to call the sheriff on me. Dude. So I open the fridge door and I'm like, okay, easy. Okay, there's the beer. Grab the beer.
I'd like to watch its camera footage.
It's on footage. So I look at the camera. This camera's looking at me. I grab the beer. Right? And I'm like, all right. Nonchalantly walk back to your chair. So I go back to the chair. I sit down. All paranoid as a motherfucker. Like someone's going to come running around the garage door, dude, in my house like a SWAT team or something. Like I'm going, maybe the neighbor can see me on the other side of the fence. I'm on an acre.
He's going to call the cops.
Yeah. Like I wonder if he's peeking over the fence. Oh. So I get paranoid about that now. So now I wonder if the neighbor can see me through my white vinyl fence that he can't see nobody through. And I'm like, there's a camera and the neighbor. Fuck. So I think for 3 hours, dude, I smoked like 2 cigarettes combined, a half of one. I drank like 3/4 of that beer because I was so trying not to, like, just compose yourself, dude.
I can't.
Fucking goddamn camera just watching me. So I go inside. My wife is 20 times worse condition than I am, dude.
Oh, what was she doing?
Hi, I don't even know what she didn't know who she was.
Making
dude.
snow angels on your carpet.
I'll try to make fucking coffee in the popcorn maker, dude. Like, god damn, dude. I mean, I roll in all weird, like, I wonder if my wife thinks I'm high. We just smoke weed together in the backyard, dude. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, she's gonna fucking think different of me, dude. Be cool, bro. You like come home super fucked up, like I'm not drunk. I do it all the time,
banging against walls.
Yeah, just bam. I'm gonna go take a bath.
I'm gonna take a bubble bath. I need to go sit in my bubbles.
So I'm like, oh, I hope she don't think I'm high. And she's high, dude. And I'm like, are you okay? So she's like, no. So this time it's dark. I'm like, all right, what's wrong? She goes, I don't remember part of it, but she was like, man, I don't know what's going on, dude, but I'm seeing all sorts of gnarly colors, dude. And I'm like, I go, you're fucked up. So like, I start making her feel like shit because she's fucking, and we're both high.
Get her paranoid.
Yeah, dude, and I'm paranoid as hell because I got spied on by my own security system, dude, and a neighbor who couldn't see me in my own home.
We lost the dog.
Yeah.
You don't have a dog.
Don't do that. Dude, so she's in the living room. And I'm like, all right, what are we gonna do here? So she's like, I'm freaking out. And I go, you ain't the fucking only one, sister. Dude. So she goes off. I think she took a shower. And I'm like, all right, I have to take a shower. Do I go in the shower with her? I'm not gonna do that. That's horrible.
Oh.
So I think I'm in the living room like, what do I do? She's already gone. Like she moonwalked into the fucking bathroom, dude, to take a shower. And I'm like, So I'm left by myself again. And dude, we have a camera in our house too. So I'm in the kitchen by myself. Dude, check it out. Camera's on the counter. And I look at this camera like, there's a bunch of these things around, dude.
You're not the one who set them all up.
Yeah, dude, it's our crap. So I got all weird. So I went back outside to get away from the camera in the kitchen, dude. So I was like, dude, fuck, I'm losing my shit. And I go, all right, maybe I should drink another beer to calm down. So I'm trying to fight fire with fire, dude. I'm like, all right, let me get another downer. Take it off that downer because the girl
cancel each other out.
Yeah, maybe I'll just snap back into reality. Like, ooh, hello.
Some PEMDAS type shit.
God, it was like a bad acid trip. So
a
I'm
downer like, plus a downer equals an upper.
Two negatives equal a positive. So here we go. I fought with myself again. So the whole time I didn't know my wife was just in the shower. She could have been laying there for the fuck all I know.
Drowning.
Yeah. And then I think I went back in and I go in there and she's getting out. She's just fucking red faced and stoned.
She's got an upside down cross drawn on her forehead
yeah.
in lipstick.
Put some clothes on. Freaking me out. You know what I mean? I'm all staring there looking at this naked stoner.
Why are the cops out front?
Yeah, we're being watched by cameras, babe. We need to fucking lay on the floor.
There's a van parked in our driveway.
That's ours. Someone's in our driveway. It's a white truck. And your car. How'd they get there? Dude, so I go back. I'm going to take a shower. And then I go in there and I take a shower. And then when I come out of the shower, she's just sitting on the side of the bed, dude.
Oh,
yeah, just sitting there. And I'm like, oh. And now I'm for some reason, I got higher as time went on.
What?
And I'm like, what's going on, dude? So now I'm just starting to do this, like like vertigo, dude.
Yeah,
like you're spinning. And I'm like, why am I spinning, dude? I could drink a fucking gallon of whiskey and drive to Vegas. And I'm like, what is going on, dude? I haven't done this since high school. And I go back, sit in the bed. So, you know, when you sit down, you try to calm down, it gets worse.
Yeah, you're all trying to breathe.
Yeah, you just that.
It's like your ceiling fan is on, but it's not spinning anymore because you're spinning just as fast.
Like, we're fucked up, man. We're trying not to talk to each other and freak each other out. So, dude, I sit on the edge of the bed. And I just put my hand on her back, dude. And I just start. And I know it was a horrible back rub too, but I'm like, all right, maybe if I put my hand on her, she won't spin either. But I didn't even know she was spinning.
You're all holding her head.
Yeah, just look at me. Like,
we are not spinning.
Let me look. Are your eyes spinning? Dude, but I just sat on the side of the bed and just like two buds in a somber moment, dude. Like watching the sun fucking rise at the beach, dude.
Like two grown men sitting in a sauna.
I'm like, what the fuck? What is going on? And she's like, dude, I see there is flashes of color. And I'm like, what? I go, I am not even seeing what you're seeing, dude. There's fucking security cameras outside of our house. I go, there's one in our kitchen. There's one outside.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, so and that's what was happening. And I was so fixated on these cameras, dude, that are my fucking cameras. And they're like this big, dude. So we're sitting there in our pajamas with all the lights because it's bedtime.
Yes.
In a dark bedroom on the side of the bed with my hand on her back, rubbing her back.
Was this on a weeknight?
I don't know what it was. No, I don't think so. It was
so
a weekend.
You were safe.
Yeah, we're in a safe place.
Safe spot.
Well, I didn't know that. I was being followed by security system, dude. My wife was being chased by Lucky fucking Charms, dude. And I'm like, oh man, dude. So I'm trying to comfort her as I'm trying to save my own brain. I'm like, this is where we're gonna go. This is the way we're gonna go, dude. Right? So, and then after, it was a while, like couple hours of doing this, and then like we moved in the middle of bed. And I think I was rubbing her back after that. I'm like, are you okay? And then her shoulders. And then we both lay down. And then I just held her. I go, okay. So I was like, I was going through my own hell. And I was picturing she was doing the same.
A leprechaun chasing her.
Yeah, but apparently she was getting attacked by color, dude. And I'm like, oh my God. It just went on for like another hour, and I'm just laying there with this pendulum in my brain spinning around. I'm like, what? 2 hits off of this joint, dude.
What?
I'm like, that thing can't hurt nobody, bro. I used to crush B-loads back in the day, and then I'm like, oh, I took...
What would you rate the experience?
Horrible.
1 to 10.
Horrible.
That's not a number. That horrible is not a number. 1 to 10.
I mean, I don't know what, like, I'm sure there's crazier shit out there. I mean, dude, don't get me wrong, psychedelics, bro. I could handle that back in the days.
Back in the day.
Back in the high school days, dude. That was nothing.
I got a psychedelic story. I don't do drugs. They freak me out. I'm scared of getting drug tested.
Blow me away, you hippie.
I may look like a hippie, but I don't drink IPAs.
I surf sober.
So me and my friends were all going to a bar, hippie area. Bunch of hipsters. They don't have light beer, strictly IPA.
Oh.
I don't do hard alcohol either. I get freaked out, run around the neighborhood naked.
That's my fave.
We're all bar hopping. We walk into this bar. Everybody else is on mushrooms. I'm apparently supposed to be the sitter.
Oh,
of some sort.
The driver?
Something like that. I don't know how they got home. I just worried about myself. And I'm all giving the bouncer my ID. Everybody else is scrambling around. No IDs out. They're trying to find it. They're all tweaking out.
Right.
And the bouncer goes, well, usually people have their IDs ready when they see a bouncer.
Yeah.
my friend, he's a funny guy. He's a bigger boy.
Right.
Just a happy guy all the time.
Right.
And he goes, some of us are on mushrooms. The bouncer didn't catch it at first.
Right.
And then as we all walk away, he's like looking around laughing. He's like, what did I just deal with? Should I kick them out? Or?
Stoner kid in my bar.
And I'm looking the way I am. He definitely thinks I'm tweaking out.
Yeah. Some stoner surfer kids, dude.
And I drink this beer that tastes like peanut butter.
Can I get a triple coffee mocha with a peanut butter sandwich in it? For an IPA, please.
Not a good time.
And a hot dog.
We're all walking around. We see a water fountain. I was like, hey, buddy, $200 to jump this water fountain naked. And he's like, what? Right now?
I would have done it.
I wasn't going to pay him.
Oh, pesos.
I wanted to see how far he would get. He was about to do it too. He's like, okay, on the way back, 'cause we got to go to another bar first. And we go to this bar, Spanish bar, Hispanic. They had all the Spanish music playing.
Pots and pans.
Yeah. I'm a white boy. I don't fit in there.
Looking the way you look.
Yeah. It looks like the whole labor's union was down there. I look at my friend. I go, if they're all here, who's digging potholes right now?
Oh my God.
Oh, that was bad. We might have to take
We
that
might have to hack that one. We get along with our brothers, man. Our brown bros, dude. Trust me.
We got to take that out.
We can leave it. Pastor is amazing. Please don't get rid of it. Autobata, even better. You know what I mean?
Please continue to make good Mexican food.
Mexico is a second home to me where I came from, guys.
Oh,
That's right. I spent time in jail down there.
Never been there. Oh, it's funny.
Hey, white people dig potholes, bro.
Oh, I've been there. You know, you work your way from the bottom. It's just
And now we're here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Started at the bottom. Now we're here.
Please don't get rid of Autobottom.
It's funny. A couple days ago, some guy comes to my house to buy something. I was selling something.
What are you selling?
I was selling a truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like
You were
to
selling
buy.
pot, were you?
No, allegedly.
I sell weed.
Yeah, this guy's like, I'm just trying to buy a truck right now. I'm tired. He was a Mexican guy,
Right.
super cool. Gets out of the car, introduces himself, really respectful. Looks at the truck. He goes, I'm just trying to buy a truck. I'm tired of dealing with Mexicans.
Was it a Dodge?
It was a Dodge.
Knew it.
Oh, that was racist. You got to take that out.
No.
He goes, I'm tired of dealing with Mexicans. And I go, I'm tired of dealing with white people. Because a week before, I had these white trash motherfuckers. Sorry for cursing. But,
Keep going, buddy.
oh, it's white trash people.
I was taking a drink. Sorry.
Oh,
I saw you were looking at me like I stole something from you.
it's white trash people come look at my truck. Doesn't introduce himself. Tells his wife, pop the trunk. Pulls out this
Say-
big piece of cardboard. Throws it on the ground. Starts crawling around. Just nitpicks everything. Swears he knew everything there was about diesels. And this is an old 12 valve.
Right.
Bulldog.
First gen. Gear changer. 3 on the tree.
Swears he knew everything about it. Starts it up. The truck had problems. I'll give him that. It was not clean.
It's a Dodge.
Yeah. Electrical problems. He's like, this thing, it's ticking. I go, it's a diesel. They're not supposed to be quiet.
Yeah.
And he goes, whatever, take it on test drive. This guy tries to do a burnout in my backyard. I go, brother, this is 160 horsepower trying to push 8,000 pounds. And he goes, I know more than you.
Oh, get off my property.
You're going to hit me with that. I go, turn around, dude. I'm not selling this thing to you. Get out of here. He's like, what? Leaves his cardboard on the floor, so now I have to pick up after him.
Oh, you got to recycle now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dick.
Yeah, thank you.
And give me a chore when you came to my house.
Yeah.
I don't even know you.
And this guy that bought it, just no problems, super respectful, knew it had problems, got what I wanted out of it.
Right.
Just like that.
No problem.
No problem.
Easy peasy.
Super respectful. And he's, I swear, the white guy,
Trashy bastard.
the white guy brought his son who looked identical to Chris Griffin, spoke just like him, couldn't pronounce T's or R's.
I'm not
I'm
from
not
here.
I'm not from here.
You just got to school. I don't go school. All Forrest Gump and shit. Forrest Gump Jr. is at your house.
Yeah. I'm tired of dealing with people in general.
They're all strange, aren't they?
It's just like, how do you function in society?
You don't, dude. Well, they're all screwed up, bro. Well, look
Yeah.
at Miss Lynn when we talked about Miss Lynn's story.
Yeah, like she faked it till she made it.
Poor little girl, dude.
I know.
That little girl that we interviewed. I kind of screwed up because I didn't let her. I didn't know how to like make her feel comfortable.
Can we take a break real quick? I'm
You
sorry. Before we get into this,
You
Papa's got a tinkle.
Oh, his teeth are floating. Yeah. Oh, floating. All right, take a break. All right, we're back.
We are back.
Sorry,
I had to do my thing.
I had to go to the restroom. I had to go to the women's restroom.
Mr. Wang had to go for a rewipe.
I had to go to the women's restroom to sit down in there because they don't have stand-up stalls.
Oh,
I get all weirded out too when I go into a men's restroom. I pretend to pee. And then I wait for everyone to leave and I go into the stall so I can sit down and go pee. I'm like, yeah, I'm a dude.
yeah. Don't mind me standing in the corner watching everybody pee.
It's just like, I wish I could pee like you guys pee. Yeah, we were talking about,
If everybody got together and donated half an inch,
maybe by the end of the week, I would be full wang.
I would be a little bit below average.
Yeah. Look at those ads. So I watch, like, let's say, retarded Instagram.
Yes.
I'm on those things, and then they have like 2.5 inches in a month.
What?
In growth.
In the Wang?
Yeah, and I'm like, how's that fucking possible?
What's your algorithm, dude? What kind of...
I'm just looking at what I'm seeing, I guess, right? So in my brain, I go, my gut would suck in because I have no skin down there.
Yeah.
Because it's literally, you know, you find a mushroom in your grass, dude, or in the forest, right?
Yeah.
You'd cut that damn stem off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got. It's like, where does the skin come from? It's gonna be extremely painful. So I'd probably lose a shitload of weight, dude. Just, it would just go like flat, and then just whatever's up here would go down there. I'd have like a 32-foot long dragon, dude. I'd have to drag it down the fucking street, dude.
I can't.
You know what I mean?
I can't.
God.
What were we talking about before we?
I think we were going back. We were segueing back to Miss Lynn
Yes.
interview.
I hate when you do that.
Sorry, my wife does too.
I hate when you do that. I paused so I could hear it too, just so I could talk crap on you.
Sucking out of a well with a straw. We were talking about Miss Lynn, dude. Miss Trench Ball.
Trench ball.
What's that, lady?
Trench warfare.
When we did this, when we interviewed her, and it was my fault, because I'm sure whoever watches it, which I don't give a shit if you criticize it or not. I don't work well with the young. So I don't know how to, like, I could tell her what I think is in my brain.
The lingo.
Yeah, and it's black and white to me because it's what it is. And so I let her, we joked around through it and didn't really, I think we made her feel comfortable. We were trying to, because like I said, I'm old and I was trying not to be creepy.
Yeah, about halfway through it, she put the taser down.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm so sorry. So we didn't give her much of like the floor.
Yeah.
And we should have given her a little bit more of the floor. But that's fine because we got what was going on. So we'll recap it.
Okay.
And I don't think we could do it again. We could recap different stories.
I feel like we can come back and talk our opinions on it.
Yeah, that's definitely. If we feel like we didn't get it then.
You definitely get it now.
Yeah, and I felt bad for this little girl because, like I said, we did meet her prior and talk to her a little bit. And then I don't think she got it all out as much as she should have.
You cried in front of her.
Yeah, I felt bad. I was like, I'm so sorry. Yeah, dude, but listening to her, yeah, it's horrible, man. Because the only thing I kept thinking about that, so I was trying to, Oswald Cobblepot. So it popped in my head the other day. I'm like, oh my god, that movie Matilda. Miss Trunchball. That's what freaking I'm picturing is what this 60-year-old woman who was picking on a 22-year-old kid looked like, this psycho babbling bitch. I'm like, how, and then I got to thinking about it too. Because you know what? This is what's wrong with our freaking society is you have this child that came out and all excited, all ready for life, dude. And then she does what she's supposed to do. She has these dreams of being a teacher, which is cool, which a lot of people, I would hate to be a teacher, man.
Oh, it would suck.
Yeah. Like, it takes a specific person, to be a teacher, be around kids. It's like the elderly, it takes
I couldn't imagine you were being a teacher.
No, I wouldn't fit in.
If they don't understand what they're trying to be taught, you would just kick them.
I'd pull like my dad, like, God damn it, why aren't you doing what I tell you to do? You know what I mean? Just in there, dude. Like,
throw a book at their head.
I'm going to tell you one more time. So, kudos for her, this poor young girl. And when we met her, she was a sweet girl. She really was. She didn't curse. She didn't
deserve to get
harassed. And I felt, so when we talked to her last time, I was like, man, this poor girl, dude, goes in this little sweet thing, goes in there and is working hard towards a goal, which is super cool. Because all these other kids now are dumber than shit when they come out and they don't do a damn thing but play video games and smoke this new generational pot.
Oh, they don't see colors like you do.
Yeah, no. And then she goes in there to this new job and then you have this Miss Trenchball, horrific human being in the education system. That could you imagine if she treats this 22-year-old girl this way, what she treats those children that way?
Oh, if I was a parent, I'd pull a kid out. I'm sure the teacher faked it till she made it there, found her way in there, just waddled her way in there.
Scooched. Yeah, I couldn't scooch her.
I can't.
There's no butt to scooch.
I lost my topic because you did that.
No, we're on the topic. You just lost your train of thought.
I don't know.
Get right with the J, son. Come back to me. Come back over here to the light.
To the light. I see light.
He still can't even fucking pick up where he left off.
She's scooching her way in there.
God,
She's probably all nice to the parents.
You know what? No, I don't know, man. It's condescending, dude. So it's like I'm trying to picture this woman wearing a jean skirt and a flannel,
A floral shirt.
Yeah, long sleeve flannel. Oh, smelling like baby powder and mothballs, dude.
Oh,
She probably goes home to a house full of cats.
ugh.
Cats.
I wonder what her house looks like.
It smells like cats.
A house or an apartment?
I'm picturing like a 1964, like an old style ranch house with a shit lawn.
Yeah, not taken care of.
Yeah, not taken care of because
Like a tire in the front yard or something.
from her husband that they don't talk.
Yeah,
She's probably not married.
sleep in separate rooms.
She's probably single.
I would assume.
Yeah, and then she's picking on this child who came out and was like, "I'm ready for the world. I got a dream. Let's roll. I did what I was supposed to do to get in here." And then you have this narcissistic woman, dude, who's just gaslights this poor girl, which is what she's doing basically. So like people like that when they don't want to deal with their own feelings, they push those feelings onto other people.
But it wasn't even only Miss Lynn. It was all the other people that worked there too. The teacher would just harass and break laws and.
Well, not to the owner of the school because it was a private school, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, and she did break a huge amount of laws, dude.
The whole COVID type thing.
Yeah, all those, and it's a private school too. So you figure the numbers, you lose
Money.
tuition. So you're losing monthly money. So the school's suffering. You got payroll, you got property taxes, lease payments,
Yeah.
all your cert stuff like that. So this poor girl's, or the owner is losing. So the owner takes off. And the owner could be whatever, and entrusts leaving the supervision to that Miss Trenchball.
I can't.
And then she goes in there and uses her narcissistic gaslighting on anybody else who's below her, especially a 22-year-old kid. So you're going in there picking on a 22-year-old kid. And then, like she said last time, she got in trouble with a bunch of violations in her own self running an illegal school. And it's like this hypocritical, like you sack a shit human being because you're trying to hide your own you're deviating from your own rules that you've broken, not telling nobody a damn thing. And then you apparently failed at that. Couldn't do it right, couldn't run it right, got failed, got popped by the state. And then you let it lie, and then you go get a job at this place or whatever before, then end up here. And then you still run those same bullshit tactics. Like you don't learn from that.
And it fails again.
Yeah, it fails again. So you're not learning from your own mistakes. So you're not progressing as a human being.
No, you're just going back trying to fit in to one spot.
Yeah,
Same thing, getting kicked out again.
You figure a person like that what'd she say she was? 60 something?
60 something.
You're not educated enough and wisdom filled enough at that age?
It's like just treat people nice. If they need a day off, give them a day off. These people show up to their work every day.
Yeah.
Do what they're told.
Instead you come in there and you they have poor moral characters, dude. And then they go in there and they use that against other people. So you stand back and you listen to the tactics and whatever they're doing outside looking in. You go, man, this girl has no clue what she's doing. She's breaking all these laws, the Fair Housing Act laws, the meal break laws, and all this bullshit, jeopardizing not only the school, its clients, its money flow, which is kids. I mean, let's be right about this, dude. I mean, that's a job, and then you still imply those tactics day in and day out. It just blows my mind how fucking stupid people are, dude.
Bound for failure.
Yeah, it's like the guy I was telling you about earlier, the guy looking for a job.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what in the fuck goes through your mind socially and economically? I understand whatever, dude. You had a past life in drugs, but that was your choice, nobody else's, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're sitting here asking for, hey, can I have every Friday, Saturday, Sunday off? So you only want to work 4 days a week?
Yeah, and then the guy hits me up for like $4 more an hour over scale. I have no idea who this guy is. But I mean, you're a product of your own environment, which I understand that, but you don't, in order to get out of that environment, you got to grow and go, okay, I got to take a step outside the bubble. Like Ms. Lynn did, going, hey, I want to be a teacher. I got all my stuff right. And then you have this Miss Trenchball coming in there, making it her life's mission to go, all right, I'm going to stand outside her her submarine windows in front of her school and spy on her and intimidate her and tell her this and bring her inside and have her transcripts in front of my desk to give intimidation levels. But you have a girl who committed and broke laws in her previous situation, failed at what she was trying to be a private school owner, failed at that, got popped by that. And you end up lower than where you were at.
Yeah. Which I don't know how any of that even like, how do you get hired? Like, hey, I tried to do my own thing.
Yeah. How do you explain that?
Hey, why didn't you succeed? It's easy to succeed if you are good at what you do.
Why do you explain that? Yeah. So what piece of shit put her in that position for past qualifications? How do you explain that? And then you got to keep this in mind, right? These are kids. There's little children.
Yeah.
That the parents, I have to work. We have to do this. So I have to put these kids in school and pay all this stuff. So they're paying money every month in the confidence of going, okay, I'm going to leave my child here safe.
With his trench ball.
With his trench ball, who's clearly intimidating the staff because whatever bullshit narcissistic crap's going on in her head or feels intimidated.
Huh.
And it's like, if you're pointing those tactics as an adult, which you're very clearly an adult, 61. So, I mean, this woman by now has got to be on Social Security. So it's like, what are you doing to those kids that are in there? And I just, people are fucked up, dude.
I can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah, no, people are trash and they're toxic, dude. And they get these jobs in these high powered places or high powered position, a level of position. And they go in there and they try to take control and they try to use all these different tactics, which are clearly wrong. And they clearly believe that what they're talking is reality.
Some people are not meant for higher positions.
Some people aren't meant to walk around.
I know. How do they survive?
Yeah. That's the $1 million question. Like, how do you obtain credit? How do you get a car? How do you pay your bills? How do you function as a self-functioning person? And then you end up in these positions where you're dictating now what these other people are doing. And the person above them is listening to your bullshit and the advice that you're giving them going, this person's trash, that person's trash. And so you can imagine the character of the person who hires that person.
Yeah.
And how that, it just keeps going up that food chain.
Just trying to find somebody to fill a spot. That's how it is. They probably didn't have anybody to take Trenchball's position. So they just got it. Miss Trenchball.
Yeah, Ms. Trenchball.
Yeah.
She probably has one of those, what do you call them, Frenchies?
French Bulldog?
No, is that what those little Frenchie dogs are?
Yeah, with the weird face.
Yeah, they have like the big breathing problems and all that.
$6,000 for a rat.
Yeah, she probably got like 7 of those at home, dude.
She got them for free, though.
House smells like fucking cat piss and dog feet, dude. And kibble.
Kibble.
Yeah, she has the same wardrobe. She's got 14 jean skirts in her closet.
And dresses her dogs and cats up in floral shirts.
Puts them in her old Pinto.
I wonder what kind of car she drove.
Like a Ford Pinto.
Oh.
Or a Gremlin. She drives a Gremlin, dude. You're like, you do know this is the 21st century, right?
Is that movie Wayne's World?
Oh, yeah.
We're all sitting in the back seat. If you're going to spew into this.
That's what she drives, bro. She drives a green Gremlin.
She had to move the steering wheel to the center so she can fit in it.
Or like Norbit, dude. Rasputia, bro.
Did you move my seat?
Yeah. I didn't drive your car, Rasputia. That's what
I swear, somebody moved my seat.
I told you, Norbit. That's what she does, dude. So it's like you have that going into work every day, dude, responsible for kids, bro.
We're trying to find the Norbits of life.
I know, dude. We are trying to find the Norbits of life, man.
That's
Poor Norbits, dude. We are like that girl. She reminded me of Norbit. Did nothing to nobody, dude, and just got right out of the gate. She got kicked in the crotch, dude, and she put this poor girl 3 years back behind schedule, all over narcissism, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's exactly what that was. Clear cut and dry, dude. To where you go, okay, I can't take this anymore. I'm going to go home and cry and call my mom and mama. You know what I mean? Go through hell and you get delayed 3 years of your life that you'll never get back.
Yeah.
You can never get that time back. Ever.
Poor girl.
I know. It's fucking absolute bullshit what humanity brings to this earth, dude. Like the last time we were talking about, I was telling you some of my stuff, dude. Like, yeah, there's just people like that walking around, dude, all day long.
Just controlling. I've had a boss. Well, I've worked at a place, and my coworker, he was an odd one. He would like hide because the owner of the company was a good friend with a cop. The cop would pull in, hang out with the owner for a little while. This guy would hide when the cop showed up. He would just go hide. Couldn't be found.
Something's wrong with that picture.
Yeah. But this boss claims he was trying to help this guy out in life. But he would control his life. Like the guy starts working, starts making money. He got a new truck. The boss is like, why would you do that? Like parenting. He would try and parent this grown man. Yeah. Just a shitty boss.
So why'd the guy go run and hide?
I don't know. I think he was like an ex-felon or something. Just scared of cops. Had a bad run with cops in his life.
It's just 'cause every cop he sees, he runs.
Yeah.
That's how you get in trouble, dude.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. You get a car chase doing that, man. Yeah, people are fucking just like I said, strange, dude.
Not meant for being a boss.
A lot of people that aren't, that are. There's a shitload of people that are like that.
What do you mean?
That are not meant to be a boss.
That are
a boss.
Oh,
yeah.
that's most bosses.
I lost you. Are you back there?
I don't know.
I looked over there and I couldn't find you.
I think I took a little hit of the ganja. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you fall off the wave, dude?
I hit my head on a seashell.
I can hit your head in your surfboard. No more sets for you today, bud. It's flat. What? It's flat out there. There's no wakes.
You're cut off.
Me?
You're cut off. Go home. You're
You
drunk.
got cut off, but I'm about to be, dude. Yeah, it's a trip, man. So I felt my heart broke for this poor girl, dude, and that her bad circumstance. Well, she sounds like she's doing better now.
I hope so. I hope she is. She deserves it.
I hope so too, man. There's a lot of good people on this earth that get just kicked on. It's, you know what? And the problem is it takes so long for them to like get on a right path because they keep getting shit on. And a lot of it's them too, don't get me wrong. So it's just mixtures of percentages, but
You might think you're the best person in the world, and then everybody else thinks differently.
yeah, exactly. And it takes time for people to grow, but when they grow, they understand and they obtain and they utilize those tools and
Mature out a little bit.
yeah, they grow up and they go, okay, it was me here, portion this. But like when you go into like circumstances like that where Miss Trenchball's running around, dude, fucking.
Trust me, when I was first out of high school, I was a horrible employee. I would show up late, think I own the place, I would do my job, but I just didn't care. I thought that I was the shit.
Yeah, most people do that. That's adolescence, dude.
But as I grew up a little bit, I got a little bit better, realized I am not the shit.
Yeah, just got to kind of roll tide with it and
I'm
go
just
forward.
here.
And it happens. It really does, dude. People are just. But you take Miss Trenchball, who's at that age, and constantly, daily, day in and day out, she goes home and thinks about that.
Well, she still does. I guarantee it. She goes home, cries like, ah.
Yeah, and then goes back and reiterates those tactics against different people because it's you're in fear of losing, or who's going to take my position? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? And people's brains, dude, are fucking broken. And they are. They're fucking broken, dude, because they're just, everyone's got a thought and goes, oh, I have to express this thought, you know, and then they do that.
It's
And
like an excuse.
yeah, and they go, I'm right, you know, and then you listen to this babbling brook. And you're like, bro, none of that pertained to the equation that we're talking about here. You know, your story collapsed on itself and that didn't make right. And then you start, this person constantly does that, or someone's got to voice an opinion, you know, which is fine. Everyone's got their right to an opinion, but it's like they constantly do this day in and day out, and create havoc in toxic work environments and coworkers and bosses, and you can't get ahead. Next thing you know, you have this big bowl of shit soup that you frickin' go, man, I can't work here no more, but I'm stuck here.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like I've been to places where I hated my life there, but I was comfortable. It was like they'd leave you alone just enough to keep you there.
Well, that's a job.
Yeah.
That's the definition of a fucking
It's like
job.
they work you just enough to keep you happy, and then
Yeah. And that's fine because, you know, jobs aren't supposed to be fun. They're not. It's like school. You know, you didn't go to school 8 hours a day to go, I'm I'd rather stay at home and play with my fucking toys, dude.
Yeah, I can't read because I didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
We know that.
We
right?
know that, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to text you. You should read me back the text.
No, we don't need to do that.
He runs off symbols.
You show me a picture on the phone. I got it.
You show that dude a burrito. He knows what it is. Burrito.
Ugh.
He froze up.
I think I'm frozen.
He froze up.
I think I'm frozen.
He froze up like a popsicle.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's a trip, dude. It's gross, man. I don't know. That's so we should have gave her, like I said, I want a fucking 1,000 things for this
Spit
poor
it out.
girl.
I'm
Oh,
frozen.
dude, I felt so bad for this poor girl. I really did. I'm glad she got a chance to let it out. I really did. And we probably didn't give her as much as the floor as we should have. I don't interact well with the young.
No, but she was first phone call. We're still learning a little bit
Yeah.
how to handle this.
And I'm sorry, folks. We probably overtalked her a little bit, which we shouldn't have done. But hopefully now we'll give her another chance to call in.
Someday.
Yeah, we will.
Get a recap years down the road.
Yeah, we'll get a recap and we'll catch up on her. But I'm glad she got to get a little bit of it out and let.
It's like a free therapy almost. You
Yeah.
just got to let it out.
That's all I gotta do.
Oh, nobody knows who you are. Nobody sees you.
If we joke around about it, it's good to joke. It's good to laugh, dude.
Yeah.
You only live once, man.
You have millions of people relating to you.
Hopefully. I relate to the bottle. It's
Relatable.
the only therapist I have. Bullshit. All right, so Miss Lynn, if you're out there, I'm glad you came on here. I really did.
Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I'm sorry if we didn't let you have the floor a little bit more. I do. If it's probably my fault for over talking, I should have said that because I would have been like, "You just fucking get over it.
You just deal with it. Show up. Do your job.
Tell me where she lives. We'll handle this, man."
See, I'd like bosses like that. I'd like to like throw rocks at their window and then hide, make them think they're going crazy. You ever think of that?
What do you mean?
Just make them think they're going crazy. Like put a beeper in their office, like every 15 minutes, just a beep, like a smoke alarm beep. But they can't find the little beeper. I think about doing stuff like that all the time.
You make it feel crazy. Ding dong ditch their house every night.
Every
night.
Every night.
At the same time, and then move it up increment wise, like every 15 minutes, dude.
11:01 on Friday night.
Yeah, then you come back in and change it the next night to like
11:02.
8:11, and every 10 minutes you would do. Bam.
Like break into their house and move stuff.
Oh, that was I heard that before. That was a joke somewhere.
Was it?
Who said that, dude?
I think about doing it all the time.
Oh, Dane Cook, bro.
Dang Cook.
Dane Cook. He used to be an old comedian, dude.
Ooh.
He was pretty funny back in the day where he did that thing where he'd break into the house and move stuff around and they would argue.
Somebody's actually done it.
Yes, Dane Cook thought about that.
What?
Yeah, he did a whole thing on it. I forgot about that. Was that Madison Square Garden? He did that stand-up skit? I can't remember. One of his skits, he did that, dude, where he fucking moved things around. Like he'd kick the door off.
I envy this guy.
Yeah.
I want to be him.
That's kind of what it is, dude. He'd kind of, I don't know, man.
Like move their coffee pot to the other side of the counter.
Set it for a different time to go off. So they wake up, they had no coffee in the morning. They're like,
Oh no.
You're breaking my clock time.
Break into their house and flip the refrigerator facing the wall.
So you can't get it out.
Yeah.
And unplug it.
I don't remember doing this last night.
Turn their microwave around. You park their car sideways so they can't get out. Welcome, dude.
I heard a good one. Pop their keys off their keyboard and move them around sometimes. That's a good one.
Like underneath the couch.
No, like you take F and move it to
Oh,
T.
their keyboard, their typing
Yeah,
keyboard.
you move O to A.
I think I'm crazy and dyslexic. I don't know what's fucking going on. That's a good idea, dude.
I've heard that one before. I thought about doing it. It would
I
be
have
a
never
good
heard
one.
of that. We should take the enter off and fucking put it on space
Caps lock.
to tab.
F1 to F3.
Yeah, F10 to F1, F1 to F5. I sunk your battleship, fool. Yeah, so hopefully Miss Lynn's doing okay. We'll get her back on here. I know we got a couple other people that I think we're gonna get back on here too and then we'll start getting a little bit more serious with them.
Hopefully
I think
people start sending in their bios.
Yeah, I think we got a few of them, and then we'll start picking apart these shitty people.
Yes.
I like picking apart the fucking week.
Send them in.
Roll Tide.
Bama.
All right, folks. I think we're done. All right. You say Bama?
Bama.
I say Alabama. Snowflake.
Snowflake.
Snowflake. All right, kids. I appreciate your times. Enjoy yourselves.
Bye.
Bye.